Dragon Age Inquisition was rated M for mature by the ESRB and contains blood, intense violence, nudity, sexual content, and strong language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Lady Solange Lévesque, Marquise of Montvert, Ambassador to the Court of Navarra, accompanying the Ambassador her daughter Lady Madeline, renowned poet and author.
You know, it's a shame I can't,
I'm so glad Maman did not want to attend. She always ruins everything. Not as much as you do.
My god. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Amaronith, and I play games for the internet.
The Duchess has asked us to serve more of the ice wine.
She's going to empty the cellar.
And today we're playing
Chevalier
Dragon Age
Revas,
Inquisition.
hero of the battle.
When my third husband, Pierre, lost his life to Rosalia, I swore off marriage forever.
Hello.
You are an interesting one. A Dalish in the Winter Palace. More genteel than the Grand Duke. That's put this lot in their place, hasn't it?
Care to dance? Actually, investigate. What do you think of the ball?
I'd like your opinion of this gathering, my lady.
It's doomed to fail, of course. Celene knows that. At least it should be amusing. We haven't had such a menagerie at court in living memory.
Oh. Seen anything interesting?
Have you noticed anything odd this evening?
Too few Imperial guards stand in attendance, my dear. A shame. They are so pleasantly decorative.
Care to dance?
Would you care to dance, Lady Mantillon?
You, Inquisitor, are a delight. One does not often find foreigners so well versed in the game. But you have other dances to perform first. Perhaps you will save me a dance for later?
Of course. Bye.
Good evening, my lady.
We are at the best court approval.
Mistress Nightingale, what a pleasure to see you again. You look radiant.
Marquis, it's been far too long. How's your family in Valchevin?
No complaints, my dear, no complaints. You must come to the chateau to see the girls. They will be overjoyed.
Oh, I've missed them very much. Little Sylvie must be 10 now, no?
11, and already up to my elbow. Oh, how they grow.
Perhaps I shall call on you soon.
Excellent. Now I must dance with the Dowager. It was lovely to see you, my dear.
Look at Lady Cambien's slippers. Trimmed with pearls. And emeralds. And those buckles. Toss her into the lake and she'll sink right to the bottom. What a disaster.
Shoes? That's your concern?
There's a Tevinter assassin on the loose, and you're concerned about buckles on shoes.
Everyone needs a hobby. Besides, you can learn a great deal about a person from their clothing. Gold and jewels on a dancing slipper. A slipper is easily lost and finds itself in the dust and dirt. She is unconcerned with the possibility of losing the shoe or soiling it. A vulgar display of wealth. But Lady Cambien's family has recently lost most of its holdings. They have their title, but little else. So, how did Cambien acquire such a grand shoe, What has she done? Who has she bedded? These are all useful questions, no?
You seem different here.
You're different here than in Skyhold. More approachable, perhaps.
This is Halam Shiral, Inquisitor. This is the Imperial Court. This is the beating heart of the great game. Of course, everyone is wearing a mask. I learned this very young. I was still a girl when I attended my first ball. All this, the smiles, the small talk, it is a dance. And like any dance, it can be learned. For some of us, it has become so familiar that the steps may be performed in our sleep.
Who should we support?
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
What we need most of all is a stable Ole. Either Celene or Gaspard can give us that.
We'll speak later.
I should go. Be on your guard.
I always am.
Okay. La-la-la-la-la.
Maximilian sweating.
Was that really the herald of Is that the Inquisitor?
Oh my
Not
god.
very good looking, is he, poor man?
Fuck off. Rude.
Why would the Empress invite that elf woman?
The game, of course. Celene has something up her sleeve.
I've an idea, Josephine. You should invite all the family to
Duke
Skyhouse.
Gaspard has made a fortune at alliance.
Second you stepped past.
He's fortunate. I wonder if the Lord Inquisitor feels the same.
Hey.
My friend, come in, have a drink.
In?
What can I do for you? You've been busily charming the court, I see.
I want to know about you.
I'd like to know more about you.
All of Orle knows my story. But you, my friend, are far too sensible to be Orlesian. The heart of it is simple. I am the rightful heir to the throne of Orle. But my cousin, Celene, is a politician, while I am a man of action. She charmed the Council of Heralds. They gave the crown to her, and while it looks fetching on her, I intend to take it back.
You're the true heir?
What's your claim to the throne?
The 100 Days cough swept Valroya in 877. It killed thousands of children, royalty and commoner alike.
We
There
saw.
are only 3 living grandchildren of Emperor Judicael I. Myself, my sister Florianne, and Celene. And I am the eldest. By rights, the crown should have passed to me.
How did Celene take power?
If you're the rightful heir, how did Celene become Empress?
I am the oldest, but I lack the Valmont name. My mother was the late Emperor's sister. Celene is a Valmont. Her honored father was my mother's brother. But she is the youngest. When there is any doubt surrounding the line of succession, the matter falls to the Council of Heralds. Celene outplayed me, forming alliances on the Council for support. So they passed over me in her favor.
You're here to negotiate.
So you intend to out-negotiate your cousin?
It will take heroic effort on my part, Inquisitor, and a lot of brandy. The talks will take most of the evening. Make her willing, we will emerge triumphant.
Did I miss something? I don't remember. I want to talk about you.
I'd like to know more about you.
Yeah,
All
whoops.
of Orle knows my story. But you, my friend, are fought. The heart of it is... But they gave the crown to her. And while it
Blah, blah,
looks
blah, blah, blah.
fetching
Leave the
on
crown on her head.
Just what are you claiming?
If Celene loses her head, I want my empire. I do not wish harm on my cousin, but I would not weep at her demise.
Right. Let's talk politics.
I have a question about the peace talks.
Tell me about your politics.
What are you hoping to achieve at the negotiations?
I intend to take back what is rightfully mine. Celene stole the crown through politicking, but I am the rightful emperor of Orlais. The Empire has been mired in intrigue for too long. We need a clear course of action.
What course of action?
What action did you have in mind?
The Empire is declining. We cannot allow Nevarra and Ferelden to chip away our borders. I will see Orlais return to glory as the strongest nation in Thedas.
You want to fight more wars.
You intend to return to expansionism.
I like to solve problems in the simplest manner, my friend.
Tell me about the peace talks.
What will be going on in these negotiations?
We will whittle one another down with words until we are bored into agreement. Celene will talk circles around us, that elf will glower and cast suspicion everywhere, and I will get very drunk. Somehow, by the time they stop serving drinks, our war will be ended. Politics, my friend.
You sound less than pleased.
I get the distinct impression that you don't enjoy politics, Duke Gaspard.
In Orlais, they call it the Great Game. They believe it is something you can play and win. But there are no winners. Like dogs playing wicked grace, it is a mockery of action. Give me a battlefield, Inquisitor. I will show you who the victors are. When I am Emperor, there will be changes. No more of this courtier's nonsense. The nobles may not like it, but after a few lose their heads, they'll fall in line.
What do you get out of this?
You didn't extend this invitation out of the goodness of your heart, Grand Duke.
As you might have guessed, I'm not the most political man. If the nobles believe the Inquisition supports me, it will help in negotiations. And I take joy in watching the scandalized expressions when they see us together.
Tell me about the others.
What can you tell me about Celene and Briala?
Briala may be called ambassador, but she is purely a spy. She works towards some hidden agenda. Elves have no place in politics. Her presence here is suspicious.
Excuse
Celene
me.
is a skilled player in the game. She knows how to get her way with a few words and a smile. But the game is a farce. I will prove that a few hundred chevaliers are better than diplomacy.
I found something interesting.
I discovered something you might be interested in.
I found something on you.
It's about you, in fact.
You threatened the council.
Want to tell me why you were threatening the members of the council, Heralds?
The language of politics, Inquisitor. If you cannot bribe politicians, you threaten them into backing down. Most of the council are Celene's lapdogs. There was little chance I could win their support any other way.
Found something interesting.
I discovered something you might be interested in.
I found something on Briala.
It's about Briala.
Briala's been sabotaging the talks.
She's killed ambassadors and changed their documents.
You can prove this. Now that is interesting. What is she trying to accomplish? She bears closer watching than I thought.
Some servants spy for her as well.
She's got people hidden among the servants all over the palace.
I suspected as much, but couldn't confirm it. She's a difficult adversary to predict. There's no telling what move she intends to make.
Bye.
We'll speak later, Duke Gaspard.
Another time, friend.
If you are a warrior and you are a champion, there's special dialogue you have with him that gives you a boost in court approval. We can't go up there. The game won't let us. But... hey!
Inquisitor Lavalin, how many of the guests have mistaken you for a kitchen servant? You've charmed some of the nobles. We'll see how long you can keep their favor. What brings you to me?
I want to know about you. More about you.
I had a question about you, Briala.
I'm an elf, Inquisitor. That should tell you everything you need to know about my life. I'm good at what I do. That's all that matters. I will help my people no matter the cost.
But who are you?
What's your story? How is an elf invited to the Empress's ball as an ambassador?
Empress Celene and I have... history. There was a time when I put my spies at her disposal. She knows my qualifications. We had a falling out. Now we are negotiating to determine whether I return to her side in the war.
What happened?
What do you mean, we had a falling out?
She betrayed me. Turned me over to the guards on a trumped-up charge to save her political reputation. It wasn't personal. It's the game. That's how all Orlesians justify these things to themselves. It wouldn't do to let the court know she had an elven friend.
And if the negotiations fail?
If she doesn't win you back to her side, what do you intend to do?
I have contingency plans. I'm not a child putting all my hopes on a single ball. This evening gives me access to Duke Gaspard. He's challenging. Not as progressive or persuadable as his cousin. But with time and sufficient blackmail, he might work with us.
That's remarkably honest.
I'm surprised you'd admit that, considering the circumstances.
I know it's incriminating. Few harbor more resentment against Celene than I. But if she died after inviting me here, the court would certainly pin her death on me. An elf assassinating the Empress? Alienages across Orlais, across all Thedas, would be purged. That cannot happen.
You and Celene were lovers?
I've been told you were romantically involved with the Empress.
I didn't take you for a gossip monger, Inquisitor. I suppose your spies have already briefed you, so there's no point in pretending. Yes, Celene and I were lovers once, but we've gone our separate ways now.
Can I ask about the talks?
I want to know more about the peace talks.
Tell me about the leaders.
What can you tell me about Celene and Gaspard?
Gaspard is a warmonger. He served in the war against Ferelden and fought a dozen skirmishes on the Navarran border. He's a simple man. Simple men aren't hard to manipulate. Celene is the voice of reason in the Empire. But reason is cautious. Reason looks for compromise. Reason doesn't choose radical change, however sorely it may be needed.
Can I ask
want
about
to
the
know more about the
talks?
peace talks.
Never mind. I have learned some things.
You might be interested in what I've found.
It's something incriminating.
It's about you, actually.
I found the ambassadors.
You murdered negotiators and stole their documents.
In Orlesian politics, Inquisitor, murder and intrigue barely count as trying. If that shocked you, wait until Celene shows her hand.
You infiltrated the palace.
I found the drop point, Briala. I know your people are hidden all over the palace.
Of course they are. I'd be a poor spy master if I didn't have spies, Inquisitor.
Learned some things.
You might be interested in what I've found.
It's something on Gaspard.
It's about Gaspard.
He's threatened the council.
He's been threatening the nobles on the Council of Heralds.
Typical. Gaspard's always been a bully, regardless of the Chevalier Code.
That's it. We'll talk later.
We'll speak more later, Ambassador.
Another time, Inquisitor.
And Lady Fleur.
Inquisitor, to what do we owe this honor?
We are always delighted to speak with you, of course. Her Imperial Majesty is unfortunately occupied at present.
I have questions.
Perhaps you could tell me something then.
Who are you, ladies?
We haven't been properly introduced.
How rude of us to forget.
My Lord Inquisitor, allow me to present Lady Couteau.
And Lady Colombe.
And of course, Lady Fleur. We are the Empress's ladies-in-waiting.
Tell me about Celene.
I'd like to know more about Empress Celene.
Her Majesty has held the throne since she was just 16 years old.
Oh.
She is respected and beloved, not just in Orlais, but across Thedas.
She doesn't care much for liver, and she drinks her tea black.
Can I ask about the talks?
I'd like to know more about the negotiations.
Tell me about the leaders.
What can you tell me about the other parties involved in the talks?
Gaspard is a decorated general, much beloved by the Imperial Army, and a legend among chevaliers.
He is better suited to the battlefield than the throne, and he would gladly make his palace a war camp.
He's also fiendishly charming.
Lady Briala has great intentions to change the lives of the elves for the better.
Even if her plans could never work and would only provoke hate crimes against alienages.
She is an idealist, but her lack of patience could prove disastrous.
Why hold? Nah. What are Celene's goals?
What is the Empress trying to accomplish with the negotiations?
Peace is her only objective, Inquisitor.
Gaspard and Briala are driven by personal ambitions, but those desires threaten the safety of all Orlesians.
The war must end tonight. We must conclude this to deal with the larger crisis.
Why hold a ball?
It seems strange to hold peace talks during a ball.
Oh, do your people have no customs surrounding great occasions? How sad.
By Orlesian tradition, moments of great solemnity are celebrated with revels and feasts.
While joyous occasions are given time for reflection and contemplation.
We must never forget that life is both bitter and sweet.
The ball is an opportunity to celebrate life and hope for the future, while we mourn those killed in the war.
Let's discuss an alliance.
If the evening ends favorably for the Empress, how does the Inquisition benefit?
Her Imperial Majesty brings the might of the Orlesian Empire with her friendship.
She is also a respected diplomat and world leader. She can forge alliances for you with Rivain, Antiva, the Underfells.
And she throws the best parties.
I found something.
My investigations turned up something interesting.
It's about Gaspard.
It concerns the Grand Duke.
He threatened the council.
He's made a lot of threats to the Council of Heralds.
The Grand Duke is all talk, Inquisitor.
Very loud talk, accompanied by swords.
He has never had any skill at the game.
I found something.
My investigations turned up something interesting.
It's about Briala.
It concerns Ambassador Briala.
She's killed negotiators.
She killed ambassadors from both Celene and Gaspard, and forged documents to both sides.
How despicable!
After the Empress extended her hospitality?
She's better at the game than we thought.
And the servants spy for her.
Her people have infiltrated every part of the Winter Palace.
This is extremely alarming, Inquisitor.
She could be spying on our every word.
How exciting!
Bye.
Good evening.
Until next time, Inquisitor.
Indeed.
Do take care.
Enjoy the masquerade!
Is it true the Inquisitor was handed out of the Fade by Andraste?
I would love to hear about your time in Kirk. Another time, perhaps.
Okay.
My dear Maximilian, the four chevaliers
Let's.
Such beautiful hair, Commander. Thank you.
Ugh. So many crimes of fashion.
I'm so sorry, dear. I have some information.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
Very interesting. It may not help our investigation, but we can put it to use. A little more dirt like this, and we might have some leverage in the court. If you find more, let me know.
We'll speak later.
I should go. Be on your guard.
I always am.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, sweet Gerard. My fifth husband fell ill from the bell
Wait a
tower
minute.
of the Grand Cathedral. This day.
Do you enjoy music? Ugh. So many crimes of fashion.
Yeah, never mind.
I should go. Be on your guard.
I always am.
Okay. Wa-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Darling Hervé, aren't you? I still cannot believe it was allergic to bees.
Has anyone seen Lucien? He was supposed to have the servers in the ballroom almost an hour ago.
Okay.
Ah, there's the Dowager. Don't make eye contact.
Alright. Where are we going?
The reports from the Minrathous Ambassadorial are particularly disturbing. Where are they getting it from?
More importantly, who is selling it? The Carta?
Okay. Da-da-da-da. No, we already talked to them.
Gaspard is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of Mules now.
Actually,
Did you see Gaspard dance?
He and Celene aren't getting anywhere, it's obvious.
Where's that servant gone? Elves, always shirking their duties.
Doesn't look like negotiations are going well.
okay. You know what?
Gaspard is wasting his time.
Right.
Nothing he does could win over the Council of Mules now.
Let's. Right. We were gonna go through here.
This could be worth checking out.
Okay. The inventory. Okay.
Must be the elves Briala's people are looking for.
Okay. Nope. Come on. Huh. Nope. Come on. Nope. Come on. Come on. Winter Palace, at the servants' wing. During her reign's 5th year, Empress Celene substantially expanded the palace servants' living quarters. They now encompass a large stretch of a garden, which landscape architect Renaud designed. It is considered one of the finest examples of his styles in Orlais. Excerpt from Architectural History of Orlais, Volume 1 by Elodie Ferneau. We need that. No! This is such bullshit, and I'm gonna lose so much time. But I need that statue. Nope. Nope. Fuck! I panic jump, and then I lose. God. Now, even the walkthrough that I normally use for this recommends saving, doing a practice run. Fuck! And then reloading your save and doing it all over again so that you lose minimal amount of court approval. But we're doing it live, sort of. No, no! Should have done that from the very beginning. Okay. Pickup pattern journal. Diary of a nosy servant. Since I took that box up to the Grand Apartments, 9 people have subtly tried asking me where the vault is, including a couple of chevaliers, the 5th undergardener, and one of the Grand Duchess's footmen. I'm not mad enough to tell. Is there anything else? Okay.
Let's take a look.
Oh! You know, I've never actually found that other Hala statue before. I always forget about it right before I drop down here.
This was no servant. What's he doing here?
Does this guy seem out of place to anyone else?
Is that the Chalon family crest? What have you been up to, Gaspard?
Time to have a word with the Duke.
Oh God.
Venatori agents! That must be the Venatori leader. The Venatori were watching this approach. They're organized.
Nope. Didn't want to be here right now. No. No. I'm looking for a staircase. There. The worst part is that they're like, turn left, turn right, or turn east, turn left, turn west, and okay. What? Let's get out of here. I'm so confused. Hang on. There's supposedly... I'm going to lose so much time. Oh god. Alfred. Whatever. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're missing a Hala and a statue. A Hala statue and a coin.
Get ready!
Unlocked the Lion of Orlais. Okay. Jessavis, Mother of Orlais. Ugh. We didn't miss. Wait. God damn it. Get me out of here. Winter Palace, the Grand Apartments. This wing once served as a home away from home for members of House Valmont's 4 cadet branches, but it has fallen into disuse since Emperor Florian's reign. The late Emperor would not allow relatives more distant than his siblings into the Winter Palace. For years, the entirety of the Grand Apartments was closed off. Excerpt from Architectural History of Orlais, Volume 1 by Elodie Fernot. Actually, wait a minute. Ah. I need one more Hala statue, and I would have had it if I had found that other fucking thing. Got it. Oh no. Oh no. Balls! I think I did an oops. Okay.
Fancy meeting you here. Shouldn't you be dancing, Inquisitor? What will the nobility say?
I'm sure they're devastated.
No doubt there's a line of people breathlessly waiting for dances with me.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was. You clean this place out. Will take a month to get all the Tevinter blood off the marble. I came down to save or avenge my missing people. But you've beaten me to it. So, the Council of Herald's emissary in the courtyard. That's not your work, is it?
Gaspard's work, I think.
Gaspard killed him, I think. The knife has a Chalon crest on the hilt.
I knew it. I knew he was smuggling his chevaliers. But killing a council emissary? Bringing Tevinter assassins into the palace? Those are desperate acts. Gaspard must be planning to strike tonight.
Gaspard didn't seem desperate.
Are you sure he's behind this? He was too easygoing for a man plotting treason.
Don't let his charm blind you. He's Orlesian. That smile is his mask. I misjudged you, Inquisitor. You might just be an ally worth having. What could you do with an army of elven spies at your disposal? You should think about it.
I might do that.
I would consider such an alliance.
We can help each other, Inquisitor. We are both outsiders here, after all. I know which way the wind is blowing. I'd bet coin that you'll be part of the peace talks before the night is over. And if you happen to lean a little bit our way, it could prove advantageous to us both. Just a thought.
Every single major player has tried to bribe you tonight. In Orlais, that means you've officially arrived.
There's so much conniving and backstabbing here. Makes me homesick.
Meanwhile, we have that Hala statue. God damn it. Sorry.
Well, well. Her Imperial Majesty has a fondness for elven keepsakes, I see.
I'll admit, I didn't think the Empress was this sentimental.
Okay. Okay.
We'll hold the area.
Fuck. Okay.
Head back to the ballroom. We'll handle this.
Okay. Huh?
I should look around.
Her Grace's Chamberlain has disappeared as usual.
Got it.
Interesting. Did you see that knife-edged servant girl in the kitchen? The ginger.
Ugh.
Keep talking. I'm starting to believe I was there.
I need to get one of those.
Don't we all?
Inquisitor Lavalin. We met briefly. I am Grand Duchess Florianne de Chalon. Welcome to my party.
Your party? You have interesting timing.
Why am I not at all surprised that you want to see me now?
This is Orlais, Inquisitor. Nothing happens by accident. I believe tonight you and I are both concerned by the actions of a certain person. Come, dance with me. Spies will not hear us on the dance floor.
See, court approval plus 10 if we say let's dance.
Very well. Shall we dance, Your Grace?
I'd be delighted.
Let them hear us is minus 15. So, don't say
Have the Danish gained a
that.
sudden passion for politics? What do you know about our civil war?
Orlais' war is Thetis' war.
I assure you, the effects of this war reach far beyond the borders of the Orlesian Empire.
That's supposed to be plus
Perhaps
5.
it does. I should
But,
not be surprised to find the Empire is the center of everyone's world.
It took great effort to arrange tonight's negotiations. Yet one party would use this occasion for blackest treason. The security of the Empire is at stake. Neither one of us wishes to see it fall.
Is that what we both want?
Do we both want that, Lady Florianne?
I hope we are of one mind on this.
In times like these, it's hard to tell friend from foe. Is it not, Your Grace?
I know you arrived here as a guest of my brother Gaspard, and have been everywhere in the palace. You are a curiosity to many, Inquisitor, and a matter of concern to some.
Which am I to you?
Am I the curiosity or the concern to you, Your Grace?
A little of both, actually. This evening is of great importance, Inquisitor. I wonder what role you will play in it. Do you even yet know who is friend and who is foe? Who in the court can be trusted?
Oh... Okay. Who do you trust?
An excellent question. I might ask the same of you, Your Grace.
In the Winter Palace, everyone is alone. It cannot have escaped your notice that certain parties are engaged in dangerous machinations tonight.
Hold on. All options, if our court approval total is more than 60, anything goes. But if it's less, everything is minus 15. I have noticed that.
I have seen a few signs to that effect.
You have little time. The attack will come soon. You must stop Gaspard before he strikes. In the Royal Wing Garden, you will find the captain of my brother's mercenaries. He knows all Gaspard's secrets. I'm sure you can persuade him to be forthcoming.
We'll see what the night has in store, won't we?
Well, well, well.
You'll be the talk of the court for months. We should take you dancing more often.
No dances for Corypheus.
I'd happily do more dancing. Just not with Corypheus.
I promise not to invite him to your next ball.
Were you dancing with Duchess Florianne?
More importantly, what happened in the servants' quarters? I heard there was fighting.
I hope you have good news. It appears the peace talks are crumbling.
Florianne is up to something.
The Grand Duchess tried to convince me Gaspard is the traitor, but I'm not sure I buy it.
Florianne and her brother are thick as thieves, but she would give him up in an instant to save herself.
Then, the attack on the Empress will happen tonight.
Warning Celene is pointless. She needs these talks to succeed, and to flee would admit defeat. Then perhaps we should let her die.
We let them succeed?
I thought we were here to stop the assassination.
Listen to me carefully, Inquisitor. What Corypheus wants is chaos. Even with Celene alive, that could still happen. To foil his plan, the Empire must remain strong. This evening, someone must emerge victorious.
And it doesn't need to be Celene. She's right.
Do you realize what you're suggesting, Leliana? Sometimes the best path is not the easiest one.
What is the best path?
You're asking me to decide what's best for Orlais.
More than that, whoever controls the Imperial throne will affect all of Thedas.
You cannot stop Corypheus without a decision. You must support someone, or all is lost.
Then we should support Celene. She is the rightful ruler. Why would we say otherwise?
Because she led Orlais to this point. I say Gaspard, provided his sister is wrong about him.
I would suggest Briala. She could bring true peace, not only to the Empire, but also to its elves.
This is, however, your decision, Inquisitor, not ours.
I need more information.
I can't decide this. Not yet.
You must. Even inaction is a decision, Inquisitor.
You could speak to Celene in the ballroom, but she won't act. Not without proof.
If Gaspard is guilty, he'll admit nothing. If he's innocent, he knows nothing. We need the truth.
What did Duchess Florianne tell you?
She said Gaspard's mercenary captain is in the Royal Wing, that he knows about the assassination.
Which could be a trap.
Or a lead. Either way, you should search the private quarters in that wing for clues.
Then get me access. And in the meantime, get your soldiers into position.
At once. Be careful, Inquisitor.
Okay. That leads to the vestibule, but I...
How does things look out there? Are the negotiations over yet?
Both the Empress and the Grand Duke look angry. This can't be good.
I told my seventh husband, Renard, never drink at Wales. It's been too long since I've had any word from Valois.
Hey.
We meet again. Given any thought to what I said?
Is this your locket?
I found an elven locket hidden among Celene's things. This isn't yours, is it?
Let me see that. She kept this. What was she thinking? If Gaspard had found this, it would have ruined her.
Maybe it's sentimental.
It might have meant something to her.
Maybe it did. She held on to it.
Back. We'll talk later.
We'll speak more later, Ambassador.
Another time, Inquisitor. Is there something we may do for you?
We do so enjoy speaking with you.
We will speak to the Empress on your behalf.
I found Celene's elven locket.
I made a fascinating discovery. An elven locket in the Empress's vault.
Oh dear. That is very interesting.
I'll get Her Majesty.
Inquisitor, I regret that we did not have time to speak earlier. No doubt you have questions about many things.
You valued that locket.
I found an elven locket sealed in the palace vault. You must have considered it quite valuable.
It was sentimental. I don't know why I kept it. It was a foolish thing to do.
Why did you part ways?
What made the two of you part ways?
She wanted change, and she thought I should deliver it. My word is law, Inquisitor, but laws don't command people's hearts. Culture does not transform itself overnight. I failed her. I should have dared more. But the past, like so many things, is beyond my command.
You still love her.
Maybe you kept it because you still care for Briala.
Perhaps I do. But I cannot put her above all the people of my empire. Dispose of the locket however you like. It means nothing to me.
Bitch!
Or are there more Inquisition honor guards now than there were before?
Is it true the Inquisitor was handed out of the Fade by Andraste?
Inquisitor?
Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Well, it's about that time. And... we are the belle of the ball. And, so I'm gonna cut it off here. And next time, we will pick it up with finding blackmail material and hopefully bringing an end to all of this everythingness. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Be safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.